I'm looking at the animals here at the farm. These are the animals that are owned by MAE supports, Michael and Emma supports, and it's just so interesting sitting and watching these animals just in their habitat. So this is a beautiful alpaca. And I don't know much about alpacas and I haven't had much to do with them, but every time I try to enter the paddock to go feed my goats, which are just in this pen here, these alpacas, sorry, there's the goats there, these alpacas give you the death stare. And it's so interesting, they're so silent, they don't make any noise to try to deter you or anything like that. They just stare at you. And it's a bit of an eerie feeling, to be honest, because their job is to protect the livestock. They are livestock guardians. Now, from what I know about alpacas, they defend their pack or their herd by spitting, which is interesting. And there we go, a nice pony has just joined the club, which is beautiful. MAE have two Shetland, I think they're Shetland ponies, gorgeous horse. Yeah, so like I was saying, these alpacas, they spit to deter predators. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is just because it's so interesting in the animal kingdom, the way God created these beautiful animals. He created them with instinct to protect one another, to protect the herd. Now, with dog psychology, obviously, we call it a pack. And these alpacas are basically the police officers. They are the directors and the protectors of their flock, their sheep flock or their goat herd, whatever it may be. And they will protect their flock or their herd until the end. And they really are viewed as the pack leaders, the alphas of the pack. They live to protect their flock or their herd. So I just found that so interesting. When you convert it to dog psychology, we need to be the directors and the protectors of our dog packs. And we need to always offer that direction and protection. And we can see there's no negotiation here. The sheep aren't trying to protect the alpacas. The alpacas are there to protect the sheep. And everyone knows what their place is. And that's exactly the way it should be in our pack, in our dog pack. Every dog needs to know what place they have in the pack. And that way there's no conflict and everyone knows what their purpose is. And that's why us as the humans, we need to always offer that direction and protection to our pack in order for the pack to be in harmony. Now we can see 5 different species all living in harmony. We've got a horse, pony, that's one. We've got sheep, which we will see very shortly that they are sheep. Okay, sorry my vision guys, I'm losing focus, but there we are. I think you can see the sheep. We've got alpacas, which are somewhere out here. I can't see them, they've gone far now. And then on this side here, we've got goats and chooks. And they're all living in harmony together. And if there's any disharmony between the animals, that will be battled out. Animals will correct each other. They will put each other in their spot in order for harmony to be provided in the flock, in the herd, so that everyone can live harmoniously. And that's with every single species that we're looking at today. Horses have that pecking order amongst each other. Sheep have the same between the rams and the ewes, and alpacas, of course, between each other. So I guess the reason why I wanted to share this, like I'm saying, is so that we can understand when it comes to our dog pack that everyone has a role. So anyone that says that, there's no such thing as dominance in dog packs, there's no such thing as alphas, they really do not have a clue what they're talking about. And they need to look back to nature to see that every single species have a ranking, have a hierarchy in order to live harmoniously. And every single species has a purpose. And we can really see that the species as the alpacas, you know, their purpose is to protect and direct the flock of sheep. And that's what we need to be the alpacas of our family with our dogs. So imitate the alpaca, guys. Imitate this amazing animal that directs and protects their flock of sheep and will fight till the end to protect them against foxes and other predators. And you know, when you look at an alpaca, when you walk into the paddock, his head's up high, or her head's up high, and she's really staring you in the face, and she's super calm. They're not making any noise, they're just asserting themselves with their energy and their body language. And that's exactly what we need to be doing for our pack of dogs. We need to be providing that calmness, that confident body language, that assertiveness, so that our dogs always feel safe. Because if we provide that, there's no need for our dogs to rule our lives, jump all over us, pull us on the walk, and rule our household, because that's what we're there for. As you can see, there's no disharmony in this herd or flock, because the alpacas are there protecting, and the flock and the herd knows, the flock of sheep in this case, knows that they are protected by the alphas. So, learn from the alpaca, guys. There's a bit of a lesson of animal psychology and putting it towards dog psychology.